This is triple. Hi there. I'm just working on these sleeves right now. Happy to have you join me here today as I crochet. Hi there. Just waiting for people to join me. I think I've started this off. I'm gonna have to pull this back here because I started a part of the yarn that is not gonna come off. I need to find the end, the proper end. So I will do that. Fun with yarn. Let's find out what's going on here. It's all tangled up. I was just working with the pink earlier, so I don't know why we're having such a hard time with it right now. I'm working on these really pretty sleeves. They're so nice. And now I need to find the end of my pink. So, the wrong end, I think. Anybody who crochets, you know what it's like when you get all the wrong end of your yarn. I want this to come off quickly and easily and not be all tangled. And that's the right one, I think. That's great. And I'll wrap that one around because that's not, I don't want that one. So I'm making a set of sleeves for somebody. They sent me a picture from Pinterest and I'm having to try and make up the pattern. And this is where I've got to right now. It's been quite tricky because there's techniques in it that I haven't done before. So this is kind of just a fun project for me. This part goes over the shoulders. And this part, yeah, that's how it goes. This part goes over the shoulders. This is the shoulder actually, and then this is the sleeve that drops down, right? And then the arm goes down into the sleeve and it forms like this big bell. And so I'm at the, but this was a part I'd never done before. I'd never done anything like this. This is all triples and quadruple stitches to get this really long extended stitches. And so I am just attaching the pink now, and hopefully I haven't lost the end that I had. Nope. So I'm going to attach my pink. I don't know if I've got the bottoms too wide. I'm going to ask the person who wants them to come over and try it on, and if I have to pull it back and make it smaller, I will. But I just want to finish this one sleeve. I've only got 3 rows of pink to do. And 3 rows of pink, and then the scalloped edge. That's where I'm at. 1, 2, 3. And so I have to do a triple and then 2 double crochet rows. And then I could, hello there, how are you? Nice to see you. So I'm doing double crochet and then a treble crochet, sorry, or a triple crochet all the way around. That's when you wrap it around twice. And then 2 rows of double crochet and then a row of scallop in the white. And then that will be the sleeve finished. And then I'm going to get the person who wants it over here to try it on before I make the other sleeve, because if it's not right, I'm just doing this for a fun project. This isn't a pattern I can use because it's somebody else's pattern that was a picture that was brought to me off Pinterest. And I just had to look at it and try and figure out how they made it. So it's been kind of fun, kind of a challenge. Hi there, Maria. Hi, Lumer. Your mom used to do crochet. Maybe you should do crochet. My mom did not do crochet. My mom knit, but it used to take her years to finish one sweater. It wasn't something she enjoyed doing. But I knit when I was younger, and then I started crocheting when I had my kids. And then I stopped for years and years and years, and then started up again in about 2014, I think. So this is really pretty. I mean, it's really quite beautiful. I don't know if I've made it long enough. Hi there, how are you? Yes, I'm back on live. I thought it would get me to do a bit of crocheting. And I've been out moving wood today from my wood pile into another location because somebody's coming to build me a new wood shed. So I was doing that, and then I had to meet with somebody about my upper balcony, finishing that off. And then I kind of had a bit of a break, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to finish this sleeves if I can. I'm going away for a couple of weeks to dog sit. So I thought maybe I'll get this done before I leave home. Yeah, I like to make toys from yarn too. Yeah. So, but I do it out of the bulky blanket yarn. So it's a cold day. I did get a fire going, and I thought I'd do this before dinner, and then this evening I can do something else. And anybody else got any projects on the go? So this is without a pattern. I'm just sort of I make the pattern up. I'm writing it down. So because I have to make another sleeve and I want it to match, right? You're crocheting long with ribbing for a sweater. Oh, that's going to be nice. I crocheted this cardigan with super bulky yarn. I just actually shared it today on a short on my YouTube channel. What kind of a sweater are you making? Oh, and somebody's working on a corner-to-corner blanket. 4,000 yards of Bitty Stripes crayon box. Oh my goodness. Oh, corner to corner. I tried to work that out, and I did learn how to do it technically, but I didn't feel it was something that I fell in love with, and I just didn't think I would ever be able to write a pattern in it. I just seemed kind of complicated. All right, the Granny Square sweater. So sorry. I remember now. hard for me to remember people when they have names like, you know, their YouTube name. Now you're working on the construction. That's always a fun part. I love it when you get to putting it together. So that's nice. Oh, I can't wait to see a picture of it. Has anybody here made one of those hexagon cardigans with a granny hexagon? I've never done one of those. I'm working on these sleeves. This is a sleeves pattern. And I don't know what my cat's doing. It's scratching on something. So it's actually, this is like, goes around the neck here. And then this is the shoulder and this is the shoulder. So they sit on the shoulders. And then I created, like I did part of the shoulder, and then I did a chain underneath, just a chain to make the full armhole. And now this is the sleeve that's going down from the armhole, but I think I might have made it too wide. I don't really know. I'm gonna find out. And then I've never done this before. I'm just looking at a Pinterest picture. I have no pattern, so I'm just making it up. And I've got these big, these are like 5, not double, they're not like treble crochets. These are 5 crochets, quintet, I don't know what they call them, to make these really long pieces, right? And then I didn't know what to do here. I can't remember. I tried a lot of different techniques. I think I ended up slip stitching one and then just stretching it right down and then sort of tying it off. And then when I came around the bottom, I just had to pick up the loops at the bottom. It's kind of complicated. And then I just, it's all the colors. These are the colors that were on the Pinterest. So I'm just doing it in the right colors. So now I'm on the bottom, but I think it might be too wide. It's supposed to be belled at the bottom, but I think it's too wide. So I'm going to get the person over. Hopefully they'll come tomorrow and I can try this on and make any adjustments and then pull it all out and redo it. So it looks nice. It's kind of not a really productive use of my time, but you know what? It's a fun thing to do and it challenges me to try and increase my skills. I won't be able to make it into a pattern or anything because it's somebody else's pattern. But, and then the person who wants it will be happy too. So it's all good. So I thought I'm going to come on here before supper and try and get this sleeve finished. Hello from Texas. Hi there. Even that leave place is cool. Yeah, I could do some decreases, but then it won't be belled. They want it to be sort of flaring out, right? It's getting bigger as it goes to the bottom. I should have just started the top smaller. But if I decrease it now, it's just going to spoil the look of it. So I'll just keep on going. Yes, I think I do. Floppy edits for sure. You were here last time. Nice to meet you again. I should make a note, you know, write down people's names so I don't forget them. I remember floppy edits, so. Thank you. You're crocheting a sweater. Oh, that's good to hear. I like it when people are doing garments. It's so useful. You just wear them, and people ask if you've made it, and you have to say, yes, I made it. Yeah. You're making a flower. Oh, beautiful. Heartbreaking videos. How do you mean it's spoiled? What happened to your flower? You mean you went wrong in the pattern or something happened to it? I think I gotta take this. Now the cat's trying to get into a big package over by the door. This cat is bound and determined to destroy my life. Felix, what are you doing? Felix, hey! He's trying to climb into a box. It looks like a Neapolitan ice cream. It's actually sleeves. So these are the sleeves. And then there's like a piece that goes over the shoulder, and then the other sleeve will be here on this side. This is the other part. So it's just a skinny part that goes across, and then these two glorious sleeves on each side. Somebody found the picture on Pinterest and asked me if I could make it, and I thought, what the heck, I'll try it. But it does totally look like Neapolitan ice cream. Thank you. Yes, it's a pine ceiling. It was quite complicated to put in because my walls are, the outside walls are cob, so they're like a clay, soil, sand, straw sort of. They're sort of a sculpted wall. It's an alternative building method. So they're not like square walls. That one at the back is square because that's my hallway, and that's just a regular wall with plywood, plasterboard on it, right? But you can see this wall here is gray. That means it's been made out of like earthen plaster. It's got earthen plaster on. And yeah, this is my cardigan. It's made of super bulky yarn, and it's called the Not Your Average Cardigan. But on my blog, it's just a chunky cardigan pattern. Yeah, and the pattern is free. I also have a YouTube tutorial for it here. It's way back. It's done quite a while ago. But if you look under videos, and then you click on popular, if you scroll down the popular, you'll find the right-handed version of this right up there. There is a left-handed version too. Oh, you're crocheting a mesh. Oh dear. Yeah, so rest. Just rest. But I am working on a mesh. It's over in a bag over there. I am working on a mesh set of sleeves that is my pattern. But this one is just a fun one, and I just thought if I do it when I'm doing a live, then I don't feel like I'm wasting my time, because I'm getting to talk to people. But when I'm working during the day and it's something that's not going to be a tutorial or a pattern, I feel guilty because I should be working on that stuff. There's a lot of, see, now here's a cat. This is a cat that doesn't like me doing lives. Every time I do, it's like a toddler. Every time I do a live, he thinks he's got to be on my knee. Yeah. Okay. That's Felix. Felix. And now he's going to knock over my phone. Go on. There we go. He said hi, yeah. You see, he's a beautiful cat, but he's like a toddler. You know how if you get on the phone when you have a toddler and they just want to do anything to get your attention? So he's been scratching over here, and then he's gone and trying to get into a box in the entrance hall. No. And he's just jumped upon the table. I'm just saying no. The cat's face. Felix, come here. Show them your face. I don't want to drop my hook. Good boy. There he is. Good boy. He is beautiful. Are you going to a cat cafe? Oh, wow. We have those they have them in Vancouver, not in the city where I don't live in a city. I live on a small island. There's hardly any people. Yeah, so this is Felix. I think they call him a tuxedo cat. It's my daughter's cat. It's not my cat. And it's a him, and he's a beautiful him, but he's a bit of a monkey. And then his sister, they are from the same litter. Abby also lives with me because my daughter is in an apartment right now, and she can't have these two cats. She's got her dogs there, but yeah, everybody loves Felix, right? Everybody loves you, Felix, but you have to go down. because I'm crocheting. It's not cats and chat, it's crochet and chat. So, yeah. Yeah, he is beautiful. Yes, exactly. And for any crochet, somebody was just asking for crochet ideas. I think if you just sort of browse through my videos, I do have a lot of smaller projects that you can do, like coffee cup cozies and things like that. But also if you just want to go to my blog and type in I do have dishcloths on here, and hand towels, and mug rugs. I have kind of a bit of everything on my channel here. Oh dear, where are you? So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. So are you like in England or in Europe? Yes, the world's most innocent criminal, that's Felix. Actually, he's not the really naughty one. Abby, his sister, is the really naughty one. Like, she gets up into some tricks. She climbs up and gets onto very high windowsills and scares me to death, right? So she actually, yeah. The other day someone was here and she climbs up the post, you know, towards the roof. She's just a little rebel. Now he's meowing because he's not getting any attention. Yes, so Floppy, I think you're in England, aren't you? If I remember. Yeah, Newcastle. And yes, go and check them out. Heartbreaking videos, yes. So my dad was from Sunderland. I don't know if I mentioned this before when you were on here, Floppy, but my dad was from Sunderland. And when I was growing up, we always used to have, my mom used to cook, she was from Yorkshire, and she always used to cook us this dish called panacalty, right? And it was really good. It was just corned beef and sliced potatoes and onions, but we couldn't remember how to do it. And about a year ago, my youngest sister was saying, can anybody remember how Mom made panacalty? Because it was so good, and I just can't remember how we made it. And we were all searching Google and trying to find this panacalty, and we were spelling it P-I-N and we didn't know how to spell it. Anyway, so we couldn't find it. And then yesterday I was on either TikTok or YouTube looking at reels, and this reel came up with, if you're from the northeast of England, this is one of our staple dishes, and it's called panacalty, and you can get it at this certain restaurant in the northeast of England. But it was spelled totally different. I know your name isn't Floppy. Florence, it's good to know what your name is, though. Thank you. And they said panacalty, but it didn't really look like my mom's panacalty, but it had the same ingredients, but it was fancy because they did it in a restaurant. But anyway, it was spelled P-A-N-A-C, panac, and then A-L-T-Y. And so it was a completely different spelling that we were looking for. So I went and searched for panacalty, not pinacalty. And I found the recipe and I sent it to my sister, and she says, that's exactly what Mom used to make. And people were commenting in the reel about panacalty that it was from Sunderland, which is where my dad is from, or County Durham. And it's, have you ever heard of panacalty? Floppy? Florence? Yes, make your fingerless gloves. That would be lovely. I'm just curious. I wonder if your mom ever made that, or if it was just something from Sunderland and it didn't get up to Newcastle, but it was sure good. We're going to make some now. We found a recipe. Yeah, my mom, she died in 2014. And we never did get the recipe off her before, so. Yes, corned beef hash, sort of. Yeah, exactly. But it's more like sliced potatoes. It's cooked in like a casserole dish, and after it's cooked, you put butter on the top and leave it so it goes all crispy on the top. I'm glad to hear you've heard of it. Bye. Thank you for being here. And Florence, it's nice to know your name. My nephew actually had twins and he just had them last summer and he called them Florence and Alfie. So Florence is a beautiful name. Oh, you've made it. Oh, you made it. Yeah. Yes, it's a food from, I think, like the Depression times where you don't have to have a lot of ingredients to make it, or you can have a little bit of corned beef and lots of potatoes to make it spread out to a big family. You know, my dad was in a big family in Sunderland during the Depression when they didn't have a lot. And I actually made a blanket for each of them. So there was an Alfie blanket and a Florence blanket. And that's what I call them, after the children. Yeah, I think these are way too wide. I'm going to regret it because I'm going to have to pull these out and make them all over again. But they are pretty. I'm not increasing. I haven't increased for ages. But they take a long time just to go around one row. Exactly. They have to change all the names, right? I'd never heard of hash browns until I moved to Canada. When I was growing up in Canada, I grew up in Canada, then moved to England at 17 and then came back to Canada when I was kind of 30, I think. When I grew up in Canada, there was no such thing as hash browns. You'd have fried potatoes, but there was nothing like hash browns. I don't know if they just started when all the fast food restaurants started or what, but, and I'd never heard of them in England. And I guess the whole thing for brunches, people didn't used to have brunches when I was growing up. It was breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? The brunches came in and I don't know when. All right, so this, and then one more row, and then I'm going to do my scallop row. I know, look, it's because I usually cuddle with him at night, and it's after he's had his dinner, he's had supper, and he thinks that he should just be able to snuggle up. Just lie down there. Just lie down there, buddy. It's okay. You don't have to be on my knee. Okay. Potato fritters, yeah, right. Yeah, he's just lying down now. He's okay. Exactly, Revenant. Oh, and you're, yeah. That's true. Yeah, so I'll be glad. Hope I have enough yarn to finish this. And I hope when they come over and try it on that it fits. But I have a feeling it's going to be too big. I'm sorry your wrist is hurting you though, Florence. Hi there, Quan Wang. How are you? Quan Wang. Exactly, that's what it started out to be. I think they put brunch with breakfast and lunch together, right? It was an excuse for sleeping in. And now everybody's doing intermittent fasting and missing out on breakfast anyway, so. All the crazes, all these crazes come and go, right? It's always something. Hi, Kate. Hi, Kate. Nice to know your name. Do you crochet? What are you working on? Lots of people here are working on sweaters. Somebody's working on a blanket. Someone's working on a granny square sweater. Can't wait to see that. All right, another row of double crochet, and then I do my trim. Oh, nice. Scarf sounds like a great idea. Yes, and a compression glove is a good idea for Florence. That's a good idea, Florence. See if that really helps you. Is it a skinny scarf or a long scarf, or what kind of a scarf are you making? Kate, was it Kate? Kate, yeah. Well, it just does. Single crochet takes forever, right? What are you making with back loop only single crochet? Oh, I love long scarves. Yeah. When I was at college, I had a really, really long red one that I made. I think it was knit. Bye-bye. Thank you for being here. I don't know your name. Yes. Thanks, everybody, for chatting. It's really nice when people respond and talk. And if any of you aren't subscribed to my channel, please can I ask you to subscribe to my channel? It would really help me grow my channel. I'm trying to grow. I'm 1,000 away from 20,000 subscribers. So all of the subscribers help. And you can click on the bell to be notified when I have lives coming out or new video tutorials that have gone up. My latest video tutorial was for my gloves. These gloves, what I'm promoting on my YouTube channel and everywhere. These are my fingerless gloves. They're called the fingerless gloves, and they have a really nice ribbing on them. So go check out. I have a left-handed and right-handed tutorials for it. Oh, making a scarf for his teddy. That's so cute. Thank you, Kate. Appreciate it. And all the likes are appreciated. It all helps. I'm really determined this year to make this the year of my YouTube. I have so many videos up and so many people don't know about them, so I'm going to try and really do well to promote them. Yes, I've made a lot of plushies. My favorite plushies are the loaf cats, and I make like big ones and small ones, but they're all up in my car at the moment in totes. And I make mushrooms, the mushy boys. I bought that pattern. And I make, I think it's Mabel the chicken. I bought that pattern from something in oak, they were called. And I make the octopuses and the whales, all with the, like either the snuggly light or the Bernat blanket yarn. It's all 6-weight chenille type soft yarn that I use. And then I do make bees from time to time, and I have made, well, I figured out how to do a puppy. And I have made the leggy frogs, but they're not as much fun for me to make, and they don't really sell as well, so I don't tend to make those. But the loaf cats are very popular. I only sell at the market. I sell on the market in the summer. Whenever they're done. That's my problem. And that's probably what I have to do to fix things for my YouTube. I have to have, okay, I will put a new video out on Fridays at 10 o'clock. But I just, my life does not work that way. I'm too spontaneous. So my lives just happen, and that's right, exactly. If I had to do it and have like go live at 5 o'clock every Wednesday, it would become a chore. And because right now I love my lives, I have so much fun, I enjoy it. I come on when I'm in a good mood. Nobody has to put up, you know, with me being a bit out of sorts or whatever. And not that that happens very often, but you know, if you're feeling tired, or you've got something that you want to do and you've got to do a YouTube live because you've said you're always going to do lives, I find that for me it doesn't work. For some people it's perfect, it's great, and it's more like a job. I'm retired, and I live on my own here, and if I want to go for a walk, if it's sunny, then I want to go for a walk. That's the way it is. Exactly. Have you got a channel here, Midnight Moon Crochet? Tell me if anybody's got a channel, and I'll go and subscribe. Yes. Oh, look at that, 58. That's pretty exciting. Hi, everybody. Thank you for watching. This is lovely. I'm working on some sleeves. Anybody who's just joined, you have a channel, but it's all just cat's eye. Yeah. You were working on baby items for 3 friends who are all expecting girls. Oh, that's exciting, Kathy. I made a blanket. My nephew just had a baby girl, and I made this blanket. I haven't got the pattern up yet, but I do have about 5 or 6, maybe even more blanket patterns on my blog. I have one at least on here on YouTube, but I have, if you go to carrowaycrochet.com, and in the search bar, just put baby blankets. Then on the side, all my baby blanket patterns should come up. Some of them are for preemies. Some of them are like little squares. There's a security blanket. There's bigger blankets, and there's receiving blankets, and all different sizes. Some of them are made with brunette blanket yarn. Some of them are made with worsted weight. So yeah, you might be able to find something. Thank you very much, Kathy. Good for you, Christy. I have to stop and have supper, but I only have this last row to do, and then the scalloped edging, and that's this sleeve finished. And then I'm going to try it on the person I'm making it for. This is a sleeve that I'm making. Well, there's 2 sleeves actually, but I'm only on the first one. For someone who brought me a Pinterest picture of something that they just loved. And so they said, would you be able to make this for me? So this is a labor of love. I'm not getting paid for it. It's just something I get to look at the picture and see if I can figure out how to make it. And that makes me feel good if I can do that. And then if it works for them, they've got a beautiful set of sleeves. They'll pay me something, but not for the hours that I'm going to be doing it. That's not the point. And then it's not even a pattern I'll be able to use for myself because it's copying somebody else's pattern, right? But it's fun just to see if I can make it. It's a bit of a challenge trying to figure it out. The person who has designed this sells a pattern on Etsy. But I didn't, I just looked at it and tried to figure it out, make my own version of it, but I would never publish it as a pattern or whatever. I especially just wanted to try to figure out how to do these because I've never done anything like that before. So if I don't have a project, then I'm not going to be doing it, right? Yes, exactly. You know, like we just make things, the same old things all the time. It's nice to be inspired. Oh, my room's, yeah, I'm not sitting in my yarn room. My yarn room is quite the deal. But I was thinking this morning, before I got up, I should probably share my yarn room with people. Okay, look at this. I'm ready to do the scallops. Yeah, if you want to, just, it's good to show your face. It doesn't matter. You have to get over it. I was kind of a shy person. I remember I did a little course, a mini course when Facebook's lives just started. And where's my white? So here's my white. Where's my ball of white? The cat is lying on my ball of white. Of course. Can you get up? Hey? Are you on my ball of white? Sorry, folks, I'm just grabbing my white. Here it is. There. And my measuring tape, because I was just measuring it to see how long it is. It's supposed to be a bit longer than this, but I think it might hang longer because of the way it's designed. So I'm going to add my white and do my scallops. Yeah, it is huge. It's decorative, right? It's supposed to be right over their hands. It's just for like dancing and, you know, it's a fun thing, right? So it's going to go, this is going to go sort of on the shoulder like this and then down. So it's just this beautiful lacy. These are all like quadruple crochets in here. You wrap the yarn around your hook like 4 times before you make them. So you've got these long loopy stitches. And it's just, I just thought, you know, that would be so much fun to try and make that. So I'm going to try and do it and see how it works. Keep talking to you and losing the end of my yarn. Yeah, really bell sleeves. Yeah, but I don't know if I belled them too much. So we'll see. We'll see. If I have to pull it out, well, I'm going on the ferry on Saturday over to the mainland, so I can pull it out while I'm on the ferry, wrap it into balls. Yeah, so now I'm supposed to skip 2 and then do a double crochet and then chain 1 and a double crochet, chain 1, a double crochet, chain 1, a double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, and a double crochet. And then I skip 2, and then I slip stitch into the next one. And then I skip 2, and I do a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, I had to go to my shell shorts pattern and find out what scalloping I used on the bottom of the legs of my shorts. 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1. It's a bit different to some of the shells that I've made, but there. And this is the scalloping that's going to be on the bottom of the sleeve. Yeah, you don't have to show your face. That's right, exactly. 2. So you skip 2 and go into the third one. I stopped to read comments and then I lost where I was. Okay, skip 2 and do a double crochet. Skip 2 and do a double crochet. Three, 4, and 5. Skip 2 and slip stitch. "1:34 a.m. You should get to sleep, Florence." I'm crocheting some sleeve. This is a sleeve. There's going to be 2 sleeves. I'll just stop what I'm doing here. So this is a sleeve. It just comes right. There's a very small piece that goes across the top like this, where this is how it fits on you, and this part is over the shoulder. And then the sleeve, I had to make a chain and make it a ring. And I'm actually going to do some like joining stitches here to join this sleeve up onto the shoulder a bit. I'm just making it up as I go along because it's from a picture someone showed me, and they want me to try and make them some sleeves from a picture on Pinterest. And then this is the sleeve. It's for very, very, very big. Yes. You like to do crochet scarves and make hats on looms. Good for you. Oh, can you not take any Tylenol or anything for the pain on your wrist? That makes me sad to think you're hurting from your wrist. Yes, I know, Christy West. Yeah. So hats on looms. I've never made a hat on a loom, but they look nice. I've seen them. That's a great idea. Hot water bottle. Hi there, Maria from Brazil. Welcome. I'm off the west coast of Canada. We're going to give you lots of things to try with your wrist now. Yeah. So here we go. I'm just doing scallops on the bottom of these sleeves now. Hi, Washington. Yeah, you're just south of me because I'm in British Columbia. Yeah, so I'm just doing all my scallops. And 5. I have to count so I make the right amount of double crochets. Lots of people chatting. Southwest Virginia, we got lots of people here. We did have earlier, I don't know if they've gone, there was somebody from Texas here earlier. Now we've got Washington State and, well, I assume it's Washington State, not Washington, D.C. And now it's Southwest Virginia. And then from Sunderland or from Newcastle. Oh, you can crochet whatever you want. And I have bralettes and short patterns and all kinds of, you can make cover-ups for your bathing suit out of crochet. Yes, you do that. Get yourself a water bottle. You deserve it. And Midnight Moon is in the southeast of England. Okay. Whereabouts? Unless you don't want to say. Okay, we'll be here. Don't worry. Southeast. Are you like further south than London, like in Kent, kind of thing, or are you in Norfolk, or? Yeah, you convinced her to get a hot water bottle. That's good. Three, 4, 5. Dartford, okay. I'm crocheting some sleeves. Oh, you're in Kent, right? You know York and Newcastle, yes. Yes, you should crochet along with me, Julie. I'm not going to be here for much longer. I'm just doing scallops all around this bottom of the sleeve. And then I'm going to be heading out to make myself some supper. But definitely another time if you come on. I've been crocheting for years. I started crocheting, my kids are now old, like they're in the late 40s. And I started crocheting when they were babies, the oldest ones. My youngest ones are not that old, but, and then I stopped. Like, I can't remember when I stopped, but I stopped. I didn't crochet for years until 2014 when my mom was dying and my ex-husband passed away all within like 4 months. And so I kind of used it as a way to just shut away in a room and knit and crochet and make a lot of stuff. So that's when I got convinced to start an Etsy shop, and then I started designing patterns, and then I did the blog, and then I started the YouTube, and it kind of just snowballed. You're down in the States? You lived up in the north many moons ago. Yeah, I know. I used to live in, well, my parents, I was born in Canada, but we went back to England when I was 17. And we used to live up in Yorkshire at that point, near where my mom grew up. And then so I was in England from that point until I was 31. And then we moved to Canada. And then I was in Norfolk at that point because I was teaching. So I lived in Yorkshire and I've lived in Norfolk, 1, 2. And of course, my dad's from Sunderland, so we used to visit my grandma all the time. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3. So I'm just going to do these scallops. I might be pulling it all out though, because I'm going to try this on the person who wants it made, and it might not be the right width or length, so it's okay. I'm having lots of fun making it. I'm learning so much while I'm making it. So when you're learning things, it's all good, right? It's always something new to learn. Oh dear. Yay! Yes, crochet is very healing. Hi there, Manny Juban. Good, welcome back, Florence. The bottom, they do help. Even, if it's just in your head, it helps, right? Yep, exactly. It's such a good thing to do, Christy. I agree. No, I'm not making a sweater. I'm making sleeves that are, there's a style right now where people just want the sleeves. Some of them, they have a top that comes down to here with sleeves. I made some where the sleeves, I have a video on here showing you how to make the sleeves where they just joined across the back and there's nothing at the front. This particular picture that he shared, that was shared with me on Pinterest, is one where you just have a very skinny top. So this part, I don't know if I've got it inside out, but anyway, this part goes over your shoulders, across the front. And then this part where the sleeve comes out is actually right on the shoulder. And then there'll be this other sleeve on the other shoulder. So all you'll see at the front is this brown bit with the shell on it. And at the back, because your head's going to go through here. And then your arm's going to go down this very ornate sleeve. And that's why I said, yes, I'm going to try and make it, because it's got all these, like these are 5 times round, like a triple, but with 5 times round to make these really long stitches. And then I had to figure out how to do these loopy things, which I've never done before. And so I just looked at it and counted rows and tried to guess how it's done. So I'm at the bottom now, and I'm just putting this scalloped trim on it. And then I'm going to try it on the person and see if it's long enough. I'm hoping it's going to be long enough. I think it's going to stretch, right? And it also drops off the shoulder. And I'm going to do some kind of a webbing here to join it. So that's what I'm working on. It's very bizarre. And it looks like Neapolitan ice cream. You're not the first person to say that. Oh, I'm not. This is a friend. It's just giving me a reason to make something different. Yeah, so it's, some people call them shruggies, shrugs. You can call it whatever you want. Yeah, it's just sleeves. And there's sweater shawls. There's all kinds of names. There used to be boleros, but they more, boleros came like that and went under, which was more of a traditional shrug. But this is just how things evolve and people like them. And so this is, as I say, they're friends, so they're not paying me. I had the yarn here. They'll pay me something, like, you know, I don't know, probably something like $45 or something, but it's not going to cover the time in that. It just covers my yarn, but I'm having fun doing it. So that's kind of the bonus, right? If I didn't have this person ask me and show me this picture, I wouldn't be making it. So, yeah. Yeah, they are. It's kind of cute. I do have some sleeves on my tutorial here. It's called the Samantha sleeves, but I think they're just called sleeves, but they join at the back. I have got 2 other projects on the go that I haven't finished yet. One is like my Happy Hippie sweater, but it's just going to be stopping it here and be sleeves, Happy Hippie sleeves. Because I've got a Happy Hippie sweater, Happy Hippie cardigan, so then there'll be Happy Hippie sleeves. And then I'm also making one that's more like a web stitch. Yes, we can. We can make anything with yarn. Which is kind of crazy. Oh dear. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know who Ron is. In Harry Potter? Oh, I haven't really seen it. Yeah, I think I know who Ron is, the older brother, ginger brother, but I wouldn't know what the mom had been wearing. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I do have bralettes and shorts, but I do tell people they're not for swimming in, they're just for wearing. You have to have special spandex yarn and stuff for them actually to be, if you wear these, you know, crochet shorts and bralettes are too heavy in the water to be really worn in the water. That's my opinion anyway. Even if you make, unless you make them in super thin thread. I don't make anything with super thin crochet thread. I make everything the thinnest I go is a lightweight for like baby things. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, I know, exactly. Some people ask if they can wear them. You've made swimsuits with cotton blend yarn. Yeah, but I think they tend to wear them out, not swimming in them so much as just on the beach, you know. They look really nice. I think if you get that, there's some yarn you can buy that's got spandex in it that is meant for the bathing suits. The cotton yarn is so heavy. You could do it, but I don't know how comfortable it would be. I have made bikini bottoms out of yarn because people ask me. Whatever people ask me for, I make. But I do say that usually it's just for sunbathing. Yeah, I sell a lot of bralettes at my set on the market in the summer. And I do have a lot of bralette tutorials here on YouTube if anyone wants to make a bralette. I think I've got 3 different ones on here. And I make some with fringes for people who want them for festivals. Yeah, they just want to look cool on the beach, not necessarily swim. Yes, we want Florence to get the compression glove. For her wrist, we've got someone on here that's got a very sore wrist. We're looking after her. Yes, Midnight Moon is mom of the group. Yes, I like to make them. I enjoy making different bralettes. I've even got a gothic-y style one that had like lots of loops that looked like spider webs on the bottom. I bet I haven't put the pattern out yet, but I just make them. It's something that you can make a different bodice for each set of cups, right? So I kind of enjoy that there's a lot of creativity to making them if I'm selling them. Those are the only things that I make to sell at the market that are clothing. Otherwise, oh, and I have a diamond kind of top that's crocheted that straps around the back. I have made some of them and sold them at the market. But mostly it's just beanies or toques and hats and fingerless gloves and my stuffies that I make, right? And some dishcloths. I have short beanies that I make and a baby hats with the double pom-poms, you know. And some bandanas from time to time. Oh, and headbands and messy bun hats, but mostly just hats. And I do a lot of knit hats as well. Just because sometimes being Canada, some people want some really warm hats, right? If they're visiting from other places. Where I live, it's quite mild, but other parts do get very cold. Yeah, I should share a picture of it. I've sold it. But I think I got a picture of the person who was buying it when they had it on over top of their t-shirt or something. Okay, bye, Florence. Yeah, and just for the amount of time that you put into making clothes, people aren't happy to pay that much money. I sell my bralettes for $45, and that's okay. People think that's a good deal, right? But anything else, it would be too much money to ask for the amount of time that you put in. This is my last one. Tricky. Okay. Well, I have mostly my winter stuff. I have dishcloths and I have all the stuffies, so they are, you know, it doesn't matter if it's summer or winter. I do have my hats out and my gloves out in the summer, but I don't sell a lot of them. It gets better towards August when people are starting to think of Christmas. Exactly, that's what happens with all water bottles. Yeah, so I do have my hats there at the market, but I focus on also having some of my summer garments there. So I have quite a wide selection of bralettes and some shorts usually. And like I say, that little that square top, you know, that's put like a diamond. You've seen them that wrap around the neck and they tie around the back. I sell those in the summer. And then my little stuffy things that I make. And baby hats sell any time of the year, right? Because the baby might not be due till the winter and they'll buy it. So they're cute. Yeah, so this is my finished sleeve. I put the scallops all around the bottom. And I'm going to get the person over to try it on, hopefully, tomorrow, because I'm leaving on Saturday. So, and then I'll start my other sleeve if I've got the go-ahead. If not, I'll have to pull this one out and make it different. But I'm happy with it. It's kind of cool. Yeah. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm going to go and make myself something to eat. It's nearly 6 o'clock here, so it's supper time. And I will look forward to seeing everybody. Yeah, I can't do a tutorial for this one, but I can do another set of sleeves or a sweater or something using some of the techniques that I've learned during this. I did already know how to do a treble and a quadruple and all those kinds of stitches, but I want to make it my own pattern. I'm not going to copy somebody else's pattern. Yes, I'm going to make myself a pizza. Okay, good night, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. This was a huge crowd, and I hope you subscribe to my channel if you're here and you like it. And join me again. I'm getting familiar people are coming back in, and it's nice to see the same people and we're getting to know one another. Bye. Take care. Thank you so much. Happy crocheting.